Not the ones who sugarcoat or soothe. I need the ones that won't let me fall. Call me out even when I think I'm strong. I've been blind to the fake smiles, yeah. Dance around the hidden gaze. Some try to deceive, some try to play, but I'm learning who's here to stay. Sometimes the devil sends the wrong ones, the ones that lie, the ones that...
Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this interview are those of the individual being interviewed and do not necessarily reflect the views of the production team or the network. Please be aware that the content shared may involve sensitive subjects and personal experiences. This interview is intended for viewers aged 18 and older. Viewer discretion is advised, as the stories are meant for informational purposes only. Hi everyone, it's me, Jeannie, the Stoic, once again, in the pleasant company of my friend, and also who's going to be a guest speaker at our summer retreat and summer soiree this June on the 28th, Sunday the 28th of June. So I just wanted to just bring her on and to just introduce her to you and to let her tell you a bit more about what she does and what she will be presenting come the retreat. Just a little snippet though. So I'm just going to introduce her. Her name is Sara Maynard, and she is founder of LUV CIC. So welcome, Sara.
Thank you. Lovely to be here.
Lovely to have you. So do you want to tell the viewers a little bit about you, what you do, and about your organisation?
Yeah, so my name's Sara Maynard. I am a mother of one daughter. I'm in my 40s. I work in the day for children's services, supporting families. And then I also have my own business where I support young women, not even just young women, because young girls and women of all ages really, from primary school up until, you know, adult age, with self-love, healthy relationships, women that have been through DV, yeah, just spreading the love.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. And I know, I love saying this, you are also a fellow author.
I am.
And you have done I wouldn't say it's a journal, but it's a positive affirmation, and it's called
I Am Positive Affirmation Book. It does have a part at the back to journal, but it's not necessarily a journal as such, like you said. But yeah, it's a positive affirmation book that I created, I think back in 2020 now. So quite a while ago, to be honest. I really want to create a new one, a more updated version. But yeah, that is something that I've done.
Oh, wonderful. What made you decide to do the positive affirmation book? Yeah,
I'm really big on the I ams, and at that time I feel like it really helped me. Just remember who I am.
Exactly.
So yeah, it was exactly that at the time, the space that I was in, and I remember publishing it on my birthday.
Okay.
All those years ago. So yeah,
it was special.
It was personal.
Yeah, yeah. And I think anything to do with your own self, knowing and recognizing your worth, your value, all of that, it's just so powerful when you can find that for yourself. So yeah. I'm looking forward to getting a book from you for that as well. And also, I found out only today that you were part of the Surviving Queens. I can't say
anthology.
Anthology. That's the word that I can't say.
Anthology.
Anthology. All right.
So there's certain words I can't say, so don't worry. It's funny.
I try not to say it. Yes, unless I can put it in word, write it out exactly how it sounds to me in my head, then I will remember it. But ask me to spell it again, it's a different story. It's a bit of my dyslexia. But anyway, we move. So, with Surviving Queens, what was your title on that?
My title was Why Me?
Okay.
Because that was a question that I used to ask myself all the time because I feel like I've just been through so much. It was just like, why me? I still don't understand why me, but I don't really ask it as much anymore.
Okay.
I'm more just roll with things, I suppose. But yeah, it was a very major question, like a question I used to ask all the time.
Okay. And I have got the book, Surviving Queens. I got it from when
My
you guys
mum,
did the launch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I came to the launch.
Oh,
I think it was in 2021.
Ages ago now,
Yeah, I thought it was prior to the pandemic.
Yeah,
but it was after, and so I must have been just trying to get out because I was struggling with the pandemic. I didn't go anywhere, and, you know, and I didn't visit or mix with anybody because I was actually very anxious about it.
Okay.
But if I was there, obviously, I was there, so I was getting over or had got over my phobia,
which is great. Because I'm glad you were there. That's excellent.
Yes, I've got it, and I probably have read it, but didn't associate it
with me,
with you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go back
and have a look
and read it
and I thought
again.
of changing my hair, so. But I think I've actually got a long wig on that photo.
But yeah, no. So yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that until just now.
Yeah.
So I will be going back and looking into my book called Surviving Queens, which hopefully Sara will bring some along with her.
I will definitely bring some
for
along
the retreat when we're there. So just talking about the business a little bit more.
Yeah.
We were talking just before we went live about the things that you've done over the years.
Yeah.
So to just let the viewers know what the heart of
a lot of our work has been in schools. We started off basically, to be honest, when the George Floyd situation happened, getting into the school that way via one of the head teachers that I was really close to, like my daughter's old primary, and creating a diversity and racial inclusion program for the year 5s and 6s that we delivered via assembly style. Okay. And from there we got a meeting with 12 other schools within the Sandwell district, and from there we got booked to do staff training, parent assembly, and also the assemblies for the year 5s and 6s. So that's how we initially got into the schools, because when we initially launched the business, COVID did just hit and all the schools closed.
That's right. Yeah.
So we kind of did some online stuff with women, but that was our way into the schools. And then from there, we launched our Lovely S.E.L.F program within the schools, as similar to what we were doing in the community for women, but just a version for younger girls, so that they have got that confidence within themselves. So it was amazing to be able to do that in a primary school as well, because there was one particular girl who was in year 6 going into year 7, and she probably didn't feel that great about herself, as in how she looked because of the norm. She was a beautiful girl, but you know how society views, do you get what I mean, paints beauty as such. But her doing that program really helped to boost her confidence. And when we actually did the official launch for the business the following year, and she came, and the most beautiful thing about it was that her mum had done the Lovely S.E.L.F program for the women. So they both were able to stand up and speak about their experience and how the programs had benefited their lives. And that's one of the beautiful things for me, when I can be out and there's a young girl that will run up to me, you came to my school, we did your program. Or I see a woman online and be like, I did your program, it was really good and it helped. So it's knowing that what we were doing and still trying to continue to do is genuinely benefiting women and having an effect and making change, because that's always been the plan.
Excellent. And so I'm looking forward to collaborating with you, because I know your age group is younger, but once they leave school,
not much younger.
Yes, not much younger, but once they leave school, for our organisation at S.E.L.F, we want to try and work with younger women between the ages of 18 to 25.
Yes.
Because when there's abuse, and it's sexual or it's domestic or it's emotional, any type of abuse from a young age, that can have a big effect on someone right up into adult life.
Most definitely.
I can speak about that for my own.
The sad thing is, my experience of working in the secondary schools, it starts from even there.
Yeah.
These young girls, they get excited and really love toxic relationships.
Right.
And what they think is cute because a man's calling them, wanting to know where they are 24/7, and which are clear signs of controlling.
And they could be going into county lines and not knowing.
Do you get what I mean? There's so many different avenues of what that possibly could lead to, but they think it's cute.
Yeah.
And it's really trying to instill in them for them to understand, yes. But that's where we were so relatable because, you know, we were once told, and this is no disrespect to anyone, but these are the words of young girls within the schools to say. Usually they get the old white policeman coming in, speaking to them about things, and they don't relate.
Right.
Where when me and Adela were going in, I'm speaking to them like I'm speaking to my daughter. I'm speaking to them like...
You're speaking real.
The realness.
Yeah.
And I'm giving them examples of even stuff that we've been through, and they're sitting there thinking, and they're like, yeah, because you have to be that mindful of what it is you're doing. Like, it's that serious.
It is. It's very serious.
It's that serious. And I think it's worse now. Yeah.
And they get lost so easy. And like you said, with the compliments, sometimes, because I did criminal law for 21 years, what I defended. So I got to see the victims on the other side where my team would kind of rip the prosecution to bits. And so to make out that that victim is telling an untruth.
Yeah.
And some of the things that has been said during some of the cases is how those young girls and women were groomed, that they ended up being in certain circles that they shouldn't have been in, and it just took the wrong time, the wrong place.
So a lot of it is them, unfortunately, as well, and parents need to be aware, is them searching for love that they're not getting at home. And I mean, just sitting and talking with your child and not being on your phone, watching a movie, just certain basic things, and them feeling safe and being able to have those conversations with a parent, because those things lacking in the home is what open those doors so easily for these kind of situations to take place.
Advantage of the,
do you get what I mean? Like, I'm sitting here like I'm a perfect parent, but my daughter is my daughter's always been in the sense that she's been through a lot in what she's seen, and I'm grateful that it could have went one way or the other.
Yes.
But I think because of the way I am with her and the way
you talk,
and I didn't try and involve her in certain things. I think a lot of the time as parents we bring the kids in as well, and there's certain things they don't need to know, and we don't realise that we're what's the word I'm trying to look for, in the sense that you're not damaging your child, but you are.
You're causing them trauma
unnecessarily.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Because you're not.
But could that be sometimes because the parent themselves has gone through some
and
form
it is,
of
but
trauma?
we need. I've been through trauma, but I'm not placing that on my child. It's about there you go. We need to recognise, because why are we repeating these? Or if something's going through, my daughter doesn't need to know that I'm going through everything. Some things you can't hide, but what you can try to. Yeah. Just because your kids don't deserve that, and then we don't realise that how that may affect them, because not all kids are strong. No. They're not all. My daughter's very nonchalant and very blasé. Not all children are like that though. Some are very. I'm an emotional person, so if that was a younger me, I don't know how that would have affected me. But she's not me, thankfully, in that sense. You know what I mean? She's stronger in whatever.
I find that the kids these days are a bit more resilient than we give them
she's
credit
so
for,
resilient.
because it took me a while to kind of like step away from mine. But now that I have, and you know why I say that is because I read the, not only does that say that, but what made it cement for me is the book called Let Them by Mel Robbins.
Okay.
And it was very difficult. When I listened to it, I'm like, I remember the time when I was like, oh, no, you can't go here, you can't do that. Oh, what you doing? Do you know what I mean? But I had to also let them be themselves as well. But I think because of my own traumas, that's what made me be
hold on tighter.
And I didn't give them the credit all the time that I should have been able to. But I think because what I had gone through, but having been healed and going through therapy and all of that, it's helped me to recognise where I could have done better and where I went wrong, and to talk about it with them and to apologise. I think we need to apologise sometimes to our children.
Facts.
Not always.
No, not always. Definitely not. But when it's needed.
But when it's needed,
and that's
be real.
okay. Because we're not perfect.
I think, and I find that making some apologies to my children has made such a difference.
Big difference, yeah.
Made such a difference, especially me and my eldest, because she saw more of me.
Yeah, she would have.
In the ugly, as they call it. But yeah, we've got a great relationship. She's CEO for the organisation as well.
Yeah.
So she's my guru. We talk every day, more or less every day. We talk about rubbish, but we also talk sense sometimes. But we do cheer each other on.
Yeah.
And I think it's important from what you're saying, especially, I don't know for boys because I haven't got any boys.
Me neither.
But mother and daughter's relationships, I think there is something there where we have to give over to them to release them, but also to free them from, as you said, the past history of trauma. And this is where I think for what's going to be great for the retreat, which is what we're going to go on to next, what you're going to be doing for us, is the fact that these retreats are there for women of colour, mainly because we've got our own stigma and shame culturally that we don't talk about certain things, and that's probably what held mine for 40 years. But hence why I said I want to work with younger women, because
so 18, learn from younger to let that go,
let it go. By the time they're 25, I want them to be living their best life, not living it at 50 plus like me. I think it's such, you know, when I look back, I think it's such a shame.
Yeah, I think I've wasted
wasted years. I call it in the book, wasted years. So now I'm doubling up on everything and living my best life, queen, right? So I'd love that for the young queens arising as well. So I'd like to be part of that and a program of that. So something like that, maybe we can talk and collaborate about. So with that being said, this is why I'm so excited for you to be coming to this retreat. When I heard you speak on Mothering Sunday at the Mother's Day brunch, I was just blown away by what you were saying. Honestly, I was just like, if I could have, my jaw could have dropped to the ground, it would have dropped to the ground, because I think what you were talking about is so powerful about, you know, different people's journeys when, say, you entrust and believe in others, and when they don't show up, you know what I mean, and you're left high and dry. And you have to learn to rely on yourself. And that's where I think where Love CIC comes into it, because you have to love yourself first.
And that's our first ever program was called. Yeah. Love Yourself.
Okay. So with the retreat, what can we expect to hear? Just to give them a little snippet, because I want them to come. I don't want them to hear it all here.
I'm not going to say,
come.
No, but I'm just going to tell them what I'm going to speak about. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to do any of the talk, because to be honest with you, as much as I have notes, a lot of the time as well, it is just free natural, free flow, because it is just genuine and from the heart. But my main thing that I speak about is self-love, because it's something that I've had to really work on within myself to even to be sitting here right now with everything that I've been through. And it's not about, I'm not talking the surface level. I'm not talking about, I go for a spa and I get my hair done and my nails. I'm not talking about those things, as much as that is important. As much as that is important in self-love and taking care of yourself, it's so much deeper. So I feel like when I talk about self-love, I get to the root. And that's what I'm going to be speaking about, the root of it. And you actually really, really, do you really love yourself? Like the good, the bad, and the ugly. That is what you did say, and I was like, ooh. Yeah, so that's definitely going to be something. I'm looking forward to your speech on the day. The pressure is getting worse. It's 6 weeks and counting, guys. 6 weeks and counting, and 2.5 weeks left to book on, because it closes on the 31st of May, and then it's on the 28th of June. So we're going to need that 4 weeks to get ready. So if you want to come, book on. Get booking. Don't miss out. Don't miss out on these brilliant, empowering women that are going to give their story, their take on self and loving yourself first. So you've heard some of the
the guest speakers come on already, and this is another one, so I'm so excited because I know what she's about. But I'm also gonna ask you about your future endeavors, because we were talking and I'm just like, wow. So what are you
So the plan for the future, so I've got an event called Bloom with Love that I put out that's going to happen in June.
Yeah. What
and
date?
That's the 13th of June.
13th of June.
Yeah, so
okay.
But with that, it's like there was going to be more to it, but I just felt like something was missing.
Okay.
So I went back to the drawing board, because for me, I feel like whenever I'm doing anything, I really need there to be an outcome.
Right. Okay.
I feel like an outcome that I can see, that I can feel. So what I've decided and what I've created is the love journey.
Oh.
So it's more than just a program. It's basically an experience. It's created for women who are tired of just surviving and are finally ready to start basically pouring back into themselves. So it will be launching in July through Love CIC. And the journey is going to be a 6-session transformational experience. So there's going to be 1 session each month, and it's going to be focused on healing, confidence, self-worth, growth, truth, and elevation.
Wow.
So each session has its own purpose, but together they'll guide you basically through and rediscovering who you are beyond your trauma, pressure of life, expectations of everybody around us. And basically living in survival mode, which the majority of us be doing.
We do, yeah.
So we're going to start off with the first session, which will be pouring to you. Because before you start rebuilding and growing, you have to refill yourself, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's sit still. Yeah.
Sit in the moment.
Sit in the moment. And then we're going to bloom and build, where you begin rebuilding your confidence and your identity. We're going to have like a Talking Truth with Love session, because I do have a TikTok, Talking Truth with Love.
Okay.
Where I just talk my truth. Every now and then when I feel something comes to me, I'll do a video talking my truth. You may not agree, you may agree, but that's my truth.
That's your truth, exactly.
But I'm going to have a session with ladies where we're going to have a certain topic, and we're going to sit down and we're going to all be able to talk our truths freely in a safe space and feel confident that, you know, what we are speaking about is going to stay within that circle, and hopefully we'll get some good advice out of each other, because you know what,
safe space.
Do you get what I mean? We've all been through similar things.
Yeah.
Then there's going to be release and reset, and that's letting go of emotional weight, pain, and guilt. And then unwind and create, which will bring some creativity and softness.
Yes.
And the last one's going to be level up, and that's where I want to have at least 2 guest speakers of women that have leveled up, to pour that back into you for the final session, to be like, you're here now, what's the next step, and basically goal setting of what your 2027 is going to look like, because it will finish in December, so it'll be a good end of the year. So we'll start in July.
What start the new year?
How are you going to start your new season? How's your new year going to be for you? What's your plan? Set your goals. So
exactly,
we're
and
going
that's
to go on
very
the
important about setting goals,
Yeah.
making plans. They don't always go to plan, but you've got to set them.
You've got to, otherwise you're not working towards anything.
Exactly, you can't have it floating up there as a cloud. It has to be put down
and work towards
and that it's visible for you. So it's about visualization as well.
That's why then.
Hey,
The vision board creativity.
now you see why Sara's going to be a guest speaker, because I'm all about that.
Yeah.
And with that being said, you will be coming and bringing your books. And
I'll be bringing my books,
Yeah.
and also there's another lady called Asha and Moore that I'll be collaborating with on a lot of things in the future. I'm going to keep about that, but something that she does that is amazing. She's got an organisation called Eden, where she does herbal teas, which are basically all different teas for women for calming, stress relief, anxiety. That's her thing that she'll be able to discuss more about, but it's definitely in alignment with love and what we do. So yeah, we'll be there. She'll have her teas, I'll have the books, and I'll also be talking, and I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to having you. I'm just so excited. So I get 2 for the price of 1. I can't wait. I can't wait. So as I said, it's 6 weeks and counting.
2 weeks to book.
2 weeks to book. And then that's it. And then we'll be just talking about what a joyous time we had.
Exactly.
So you
Can't
don't
wait.
want to miss out on that. You want to be part of it. So once again, ladies, I'm just going to let Sara close by telling you where you can find her, what all her details are. And if you don't get it in time, you know I'm going to put it back at the tail end of all of this.
So on Facebook, Listen Uplift CIC. The same for Instagram and TikTok, Talking Truth with Love. And then we are on YouTube. I haven't uploaded in a while, I'm not going to lie, but I am going to start re-uploading.
Yes.
And we do have a website, www.listenupliftcic.com. And my email is info@listenupliftcic.com.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Sarah, I just want to say thank you so much for coming on
Thank you for having
and
me.
introducing yourself to everybody out there.
Appreciate it and look
And
forward to it.
to all the listeners and to all the attendees or participants that's going to be at the retreat, we have a treat for you. So thank you, guys.
I need friends that tell me the truth, not the ones who sugarcoat or soothe. I need the ones that won't let me fall, call me out even when I think I'm strong. I've been blind to the fake smiles, yeah, dance around the hidden gaze. Some try to deceive, some try to play, but I'm learning who's here to stay. Sometimes the devil sends the wrong ones, the ones that lie, the ones that run. I'm learning to see through disguise, finding the truth in the real